Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be doing my mock draft 2.0, so let's get into it. So I did a mock draft earlier in the offseason, which was before free agency. This one is obviously going to be a lot different because it is after free agency has happened. Obviously it's still going on, but you know the big waves have basically passed by now. So let's get into it here. I do have a trade that goes down in this mock draft as well. So first pick at 13th overall, I have the Raiders taking Talisi Fuaga, right tackle out of Oregon State. Now, obviously, for us, he would play right tackle at his natural position where he played at Oregon State. He's known as a very good player. He's a very aggressive run blocker. Has a pretty good pass protector as well. I'm about to start watching film on him, and I'll drop a scouting report on him not long from now. But from everything I do know about him, he's a nice player. I've seen him play before in the Pac-12. So to me, this would be a great pick right here at 13th overall. And especially looks better after our next pick. So now I was trading up with the Baltimore Ravens at 30th overall to select Michael Penix Jr. at quarterback. First of all, I'm giving up pick 44, which is the second round pick this year, our fourth round pick this year, which is pick 112, and a second round pick next year to trade up into the first round, back into the first round, I should say, and take Michael Penix Jr. This pretty much seems like the ideal scenario now, since Jalen Daniels or none of those top tier guys are going to be available. It seems like it'll be 1, 2, and 3 quarterbacks. Maybe even the fourth pick could be the Vikings trading up, or maybe the Giants trading up for that fourth quarterback. So this looks like the next best option. Michael Penix has had a nice pro day, and from what I heard, his medicals have been clear, so it looks like he may not fall to the second round. Bo Nix might. I'm talking about our second round pick, 44th overall. Bo Nix might fall, but I'm not really a big fan of Bo Nix. I don't think he really fits. Penix, I think, does. He can make all the throws, really. He has the arm, he has the accuracy, especially down the field. I do have a scouting report on Michael Penix if you didn't want to check that out. But this would be an ideal situation. Obviously, you're going to lose some draft capital, but ensuring that we get the quarterback of the future. And we just got that quarterback of the future, his blindside protector, because, of course, Penix is a lefty. Right tackle now in place. The left tackle is already in place in Cole Miller. So the Fuaga pick looks even better now, as Michael Penix has the right tackle to protect them going forward. So now in the third round, at 77 overall, I am taking offense again. I'm taking Dominic Cooney out of Kansas, who did play left tackle this past season at Kansas, although he's projected as a guard, kind of slimmer weight. He measured in at 6'5", 313 pounds, which is definitely a large human being, but for the NFL, more of a guard, and that's what I've heard him being projected as, which works for us because we just took tackle in the first round in this mock draft, and we still need some guard help. So I'm taking Puny here. For us, he's going to move to right guard. Might be a tough transition, moving to the right side and guard at the same time. But we don't need left guard with Dylan Parham there. So right guard is where Puny goes. And the offensive line is set. Now, obviously, Puny and Fuaga, a rookie combo on the right side, is, you can say, a concern because, not a concern, but a question because they're both rookies, obviously. But these are good players, and we're investing into it, right? Fuaga, first round pick. Puny, third round pick. Dylan Parham's third round pick, for example. So I think that this could show up our offensive line for years to come. However, there might be some growing pains to start, with these guys, but hopefully not. Then into the fifth round, because I don't have a fourth round pick, I traded up with that pick. In the fifth round, at 148th overall, I was taking Elijah Jones out of Boston College. Obviously, a later round pick. I'm hoping that we still do sign a cornerback in free agency because I do not like the depth we have at the position. Honestly, I don't like a corner 2 position either because we do have Nate Hobbs, slot Jack Jones, at least that corner 1 or 2, like one of those spots for sure. The other spot, not sold on right now. I did like Troy Bennett last year, but I'm not going to bet on him to be our starter next year. I want to get more depth. We lost Mick Robertson. We kept Brendan Faison. I don't understand why we have not got more depth in free agency at corner, but here we are, hopefully adding a good player in the fifth round. Hopefully we still sign someone in free agency though. Elijah Jones is an outside corner. He plays pretty aggressive from what I've seen and heard. So, fifth round pick, I got a corner. Then at 208th overall, I'm taking Kamani Vidal, a running back out of Troy. So obviously, I think even with the signing of Alexander Madison, that does not mean that he and Zamir White are going to be the only guys that get the ball. Still want to draft a guy in a very deep running back draft class. Vidal is a guy out of a small school, out of Troy. However, very productive guy. He's a fast guy, which is what I wanted because Zamir White and Alexander Madison are more of downhill power runners. So I wanted to get a guy that was a more speedy guy. Carson Steele was available, a guy like at UCLA, but he's more of a power back. I don't want 3 of those guys, so that's why I took Vidal, a speedier guy who can come in and probably produce from day one. You know, a running back is a position where if your offensive line is set, they can make the running backs look even better. The offensive line, of course, you just saw I addressed it earlier. So I think a running back can come in the 6th round and produce for you. It's not like he'll be the only guy, right? Zimmerman and Madison are still going to get carries, but Vidal is a guy I still want to get in there. Then in the next round, I'm taking another skill position player. I'm taking Anaya Smith, a wide receiver at Texas A&M. He is more of a slot guy, I believe. Obviously, we do have Trey Tucker, but still need some speed on this offense. If you look at our receivers, Trey Tucker is the only guy that really has speed. Really, if you look at our whole team, he's the only guy that has speed on offense. You know what I mean? Like, we have, more powerful backs. We have more route running receivers. Michael Mayer is more of a route running tight end. So I want to get more pure speed in here aside from Trey Tucker. So that's why I took Anaya Smith here late in the draft. And with my last pick, I'm not sure if he's going to be available here in this spot, but I got Gabriel Murphy, defensive end out of UCLA. Got him last mock draft as well. I am a UCLA fan. Gabriel Murphy is a very productive player, a very solid player. I think he holds his own against the run. I think he shows good pass rushing skills as well. And he did have good production as well. So if he's here in the 7th round, which he might go earlier, it'd be a nice pick to get some edge depth behind the guys that we already do have at the position. So anyway, that was my mock draft 2.0, all 7 rounds. I'm Arto, and thank you for watching.